Okay, can you hear me now? Oh my lord. Can y'all hear me now? Yes, okay. Hello everybody and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we left off, we started Chapter 3, Turnabout Samurai. And yes, before you ask, the title is a Power Rangers reference. Finally out of school, congrats. Hold on. I gotta go quickly fix up something in my computer. There we go. Alright. So last time we left off, this guy, Will Powers, is currently being judged for a crime that he didn't commit. He is also the lead in the show The Steel Samurai. Oh boy, we're about to meet many of my least favorite characters from this franchise. That's good, Shadow. I will tell you this, junior year is just as rough, sadly.
Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Hey, you want in? You gotta go through me.
12th grade is insane. Yeah, that's what I'm about to get into just in a few months. Oh boy.
Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that the gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers. Sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Yous today. Something horrible happens, wasting time. Their jobs are lawyers, and maybe I should become a lawyer too, like... I cannot read all this shit. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no.
I don't know, it's possible.
Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to, yous today.
Ugh. So, what do you do here in the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days. No, you're a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow! This place has really gone hill, you know. But 10 years ago, that was a studio of dreams. Mama was a big star back then, too, he was.
Remember?
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on silver screen without it. Believe me. The old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain if Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5, when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30, when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. but he was the only one who could have walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it.
What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on the many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard that?
But there was a certain accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that, reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Is it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Power's request.
Phew! I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request. And maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously.
Look at this badge.
What's that? You giving that to me?
Absolutely not. Oh my lord, I did not expect to hear the name Little Club in the year 2025. It has been a hot moment. What voice did I give this guy again? Hello, I was the studio. They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. It's not right, Nick?
Right, not all. At worst, you're a suspect. About the security guard at the main gate of the studio. Oh, that security lady?
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you.
She's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course! I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No! I'd never do that! Earlier you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. The security lady said she saw you that day. She said you were heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible! I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise! Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize this bold, childish scrawl.
Powers request given to the security lady.
Think you would entrust his fate to use of such unreliable appearance? Really?
Really?
Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick.
Huh?
There are maps in the security guard station.
Hey, not bad.
Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents!
Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day?
Huh? It's that confused detective.
Hey, pal. You know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all set, and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily outside the window. So?
Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing a sloppy detective work. Detective?
I think you may have hurt his feelings.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're my pal. It's all my fault. Can't blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't dig it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on this case too, pal.
Hey, you would just be saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
I'd say he's a character, alright.
I love Maya. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little bit more indirect with your questions.
Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went between the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority?
She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What?
What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the steel samurai heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
See that camera on the gate now?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah. Whenever somebody walks by the camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished.
Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that.
We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha. Glad someone around seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go. We got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out.
The studio mascot. Guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right? Studio 1. Left, Studio 2.
What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday, and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it too. Hey, there's a camera there. That's a security camera. They exposes people going into the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. That's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can check out here, so let's move. This is the studio where they found Jackhammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked.
Looks like you need a card. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out.
Nick, look! The security lady is in the guard station, stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
Yeah, and they're soft enough. She doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied? Are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet?
Ugh! She has to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see.
About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with these details. I just view all the photos on the computer over there, in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
Don't be sorry, Nosh. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Hey, no touching!
That's liberating Super Earth. Okay.
No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
No clues here. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh? It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least.
Wait, look, samurai soda! Nick, try this.
Ladies first. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the film industry.
What else would they keep in the film studio? The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone is probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on the plates, minus the steak. Steak.
T-bone steak. That would hit the spot.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What? Power's dresser room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him take...
She has a second stomach just for steaks. Which honestly, relatable.
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth. For his sake. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. I must give these two employees some tea and cookies.
Nick, I'm hungry.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets.
How many stomachs does this girl have?
This must be Power's bag.
Hey, don't open that.
Look.
Employee card key. That must be Powers. It says Studio One.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. You mean borrow. There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Ooh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on.
No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking?
I like samurai movies.
Kinda? There are some regular suits in the costumes here. This must be his own clothes.
Must be fun to wear one of those costumes.
I'd say you were already wearing one myself. Dear God, Nick.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick.
What if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work? It opened!
Alright, we're in.
She's way too happy for somebody visiting a crime scene. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. What's your opinion on Gumshoe? I think he's a detective, but he has a spirit. I like him. Plus, if memory suits correctly, he comes in clutch in the fourth case.
Tape, it's so real.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here. The Steel Samurai killed him. Murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. They outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with the tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny. I expected the spear stabbing wound would at least leave a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it.
Oh, look at that camera. It must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Oh, it's heavier than I thought.
I don't know whose voice this is.
Hey, you, no touching that.
I'm sorry, my partner is kind of, you know.
You know? No, I don't know.
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm the assistant here. Help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. Real lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us.
Can you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else.
The employees area, that's... The employee area. That's where Power's dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room.
Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. What kind of girl do you think I am?
What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation about Power's alibi.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy.
Not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was there. You sensed someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio's employees, maybe?
No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
Really?
But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot.
So you sensed that someone other than a regular film crew was in the studio?
Yes, I think.
I think doesn't cut in a witness testimony.
Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them.
Okay, that's...
What? You're still here? Really, you look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I want to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as I can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone else from outside that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone been complaining about the work I do, huh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Huh? She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays. Running your mouth.
She left.
Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Okay, let's give it a try.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see, first, I need the date of the murder. Please enter the number of the security camera. There, entered.
Hey, it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. Huh?
How's this picture of Will Powers?
Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. That's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with that photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back.
October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photos data from that day.
Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick. Can we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
Put that security lady in her place with this.
Right, we'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Well, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. Sorry, done here for today?
These photos are what we need for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea of who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? Oh, there's Edgeworth again. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammett in the Studio 1 of Global Studios. Hey, June. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call them a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of the action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. After that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead later that day at 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. A samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear it again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Skip it. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. That question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call this security officer to the stand. Oh boy. Time for Edgeworth's biggest regret, calling this lady to the stand. Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie. No need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. First it was Red White. Now it's this bitch. And yes, this old lady has a thing for Edgeworth. Poor Edgeworth.
Wendy old bag, dearie. So you can just call me Grandma. When I was young, I was an old bag. I was still an old bag. Believe it.
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed. Edge is worth a lot to this old lady. Yeah. Phoenix would easily beat this person. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
May it begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Do you see Phoenix and Marvel vs. Capcom 3? I've seen stuff about him. I saw a video about what if he was in Super Smash Bros. And they used that game as a reference.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m.
I'm not amazing, Nia. Shut the fuck up.
Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since this morning. I, well, had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
You saw the defendant then, Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It's pretty easy. I'm not amazing. Shush, fuck up. So you saw Mr. Powers.
That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again, it was him.
Let me get this straight, old bag. Or Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? The Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Tokyo. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course, didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I'm not cute. Shut the fuck up. I'm feeling extremely trans. Lovely.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing of that witness. She's having trouble calling her He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Humph, nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make note all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give me a second look.
Wow, old windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear your proof, then.
I'd never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see that he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So we had sprained his ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you.
Any person can pretend to limp? Yep. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot, okay. My feet. Just looked like he was dragging his foot.
See? And you didn't trust me, whippersnappers.
Trip and fall?
Yes, and I think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh.
So Powers
Sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning the backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Power's ankle.
You may continue your testimony. He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
Samurai spear, the murder weapon?
Luckily I was there with duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me. Which is... Where is this steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We were looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that is right. Are you sure, Your Honor? I think I'll wait and see where this goes. I suppose, since there weren't any additional crew members that day, it's quite likely that it was the defendant inside that costume. I see no problem with this evidence. Most perceptive, Your Honor. He still doesn't seem convinced to me, I hope. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person that saw go into the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went in there. If they had, I would have seen them.
Oh, hi, Cleo. Welcome to Lawyer Simulator, also known as Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. So if no one else went to the studio, it would have to be the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. There's other sort of false stories. I don't know if I would say that. How do you know that?
And didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective, and then, after some rubbish about being a secret pal, he told me everything.
I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking past at all.
Nobody suspicious looking, right. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1 o'clock? Well, everyone was in the employee area before then. I unlocked the main gate so nobody could get in. If they had,
The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studios had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy.
Old Windbag sure has balls. Or you know what I mean.
Old windbags have way A way of skipping over important details after all. For that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Okay. What is our evidence? For equipment for fighting the Illuminate? In what? And who's the Illuminate? Helldivers? Squids? I've never played Helldivers, so I can't give a... Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, you might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo, printed words October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. Issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo 2.
Photo 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. This evidence shows not one, but 2 people went into that studio that day. And there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself.
Eh? Me? Watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Mr. Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
And the witness explained this to the court.
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help.
Huh? Believe me, I want to. But I don't know what this means either.
Oh, some help you are. You're whippersnapper too.
Whippersnapper. Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Well, yes. I suppose you could put it that way. Important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security camera and check them.
Stream freeze. Lag go burr. Stream lag. Okay, so it's more than just one person. I do not know what the issue here is going on with my internet today, but there's an issue with my internet today, so I'm sorry if on occasion the stream lags. I'm not pressing Alt F4. Who do you think I am? An idiot? A fool? Samurai Forever sounds like a Vocaloid song. It's actually a Power Rangers reference. It is a reference to Power Rangers Samurai and Super Samurai, where their catchphrase is Rangers together, Samurai forever. Look, I could go on an entire... I think Edgeworth wants this person to be guilty. Speaking of Power Rangers, there is a Power Rangers game out that is really good that I've heard about called Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. It has a story mode, it's a fighting game. Would any of you, even one of you, be interested in me playing that game story mode on stream? Just know, you will see Bianca go completely nerd mode. Absolutely nerd mode. Ultimate nerd mode. Bruh. What is it, Dead Alive?
I throw out any photos that aren't looking suspicious, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Olbach, this is the first I've heard of this.
Of course, Sonny, I only just remembered it.
Nameless, no.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination.
Well, I say this is a turn from the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Do not make my phone your drug den. Let me shake you out of this thing. Get out.
I'd throw out any photos that are suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Come to think of it, didn't you think a little bit about that earlier? That's the old windbag maneuver, Maya.
Might be a useful tactic to remember my future career as a windbag.
Let's find out about more about this erased photo. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
Oh, a fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. If you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employees area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in.
They come in through a drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and... They're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy, probably second or third grade.
What?
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in second or third grade.
Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade, I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense, the prosecution to consider this new information. No forgetting vital information this time.
October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers,
Yes?
tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
I'm patting Sharko. Please, Lawson, makes no sense. I can't really explain the entire plot without having to literally pause the game and like draw out a Venn diagram. No, Asriel, you should not drink hot sauce. A Sharko plush made. And maybe, just maybe, he'll become the new Blaha. The stream freeze? Ugh. Okay, what's up with my internet? Doesn't seem like there's anything major going on with my internet. Don't know what the issue is.
So who was that Steel Samurai in the security photo?
But yeah, I do plan on eventually making a Sharko plush if I get in contact with somebody like Makeship or a general company that will, that can make it happen if I get popular enough. Which is another reason why I need to start popping out videos again. Speaking of videos, my first ever song cover, Lever Johnny Lever, is currently being edited. I know. I promised that thing back in February and I never got around to it, but now it's back. Maybe 2 traffic? Possibly. Baked beans? No, it doesn't look like my thing is being is trafficking or like has too much traffic or anything. Is there anything updating on Steam that's the problem? Doesn't look like it.
How should I know? Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. I did just check Task Manager. You praise the machine's spirit today? What machine's spirit? You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick, what are we going to do?
First, we play for more time. Start targeting someone that could conceivably have done this.
Right. It'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
What does it mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to studios was a boy roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else that could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed the crime.
Order! Interesting. Let's hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So who was this person other than Powers that could have committed the murder?
It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai.
So saying the Steel Samurai is in the picture is really the assistant?
That's correct, Your Honor.
You're serious. You have got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo. Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot.
Bad feeling this time.
Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury?
Powers and Paul Hammer were at the run-through. Oh, and me?
What about the assistant?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up the backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
The assistant knew nothing about Mr. Powers' injury. She could look at the Steel Samurai. She could look the Steel Samurai look with their costume. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. Ugh.
That kind of takes the legs out from under the case.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I want.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
May we move on, Mr. Wright?
This fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please.
Very well, go ahead.
I guess there's no other person to say but Old Bag. What's your favorite meme format? What am I supposed to say to that? It was the security lady, Wendy Old Bag.
Who?
The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about that injury. The security lady, Old Bag.
What? Whippersnapper?
Order! Order! Is this true, old bag?
Old Bag? That is Mrs. Old Bag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. That's odd. Is this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump in with an objection and some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something.
That's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Give Granny a break. The very same reason that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast a doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammers?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Oldbag is one of... Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings. I hope.
Just a minute. What about the other person who went into the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased.
Fun fact, you actually see a bit of Edgeworth's character development. After taking his first loss to Phoenix in the first chapter, we see him a lot less focused on getting his verdict and more focused on finding the truth again. And this will progress throughout the rest of this game. And kind of the rest of the series, from my knowledge, too. I know Edgeworth has some of the best character development.
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said, second or third grade, was it?
Doesn't matter. When I was at that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the other kids? And mean to your elders, Day, whippersnapper?
Proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright.
I think it's pretty easy to... Your Honor, the murder weapon was a Steel Samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken that spear? It's impossible.
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The Windbag. Speechless. This has got to be the first. That's okay, Centurion. Seems like he plays Fortnite in his free time. I can't explain why. I feel like he's more of a chess guy, but whatever floats your boat.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. The court is adjourned.
I say chess because in his...
Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking on up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldback, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom?
Huh, you mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told him not to talk?
Well, testify.
Oh god, I just had a cursed thought. Phoenix Wright X Fortnite crossover. I don't even want to imagine how cursed that would be. It's already cursed seeing Naruto running across the map, headshotting Omni-Man next to Chuck Norris. Hush, Bianca, don't manifest that. At this point, it's not a 0% chance. Are you eating chips? No, I'm eating cookies. Phoenix Wright shooting John Cena over 50 cal. Who's Bianca? That's my name. RTG is just my nickname. I'm fine with people calling me RTG or Bianca. It doesn't matter which is which, in my opinion. Though I do like being called Bianca. RTG is just fine. Oh, it's a nice name. Thank you.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to be accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldback, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this in the court until now?
And you've been listening? They told me to shut my trap. And I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Hey, Gwen.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the day of the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see?
Okay, let's press this for more information. Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? Should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of the action scene of how to director?
Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So where were these people? Hi, Lilac.
The director was in the employees area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime. They had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There's a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. What's this country flag? It's not a country, it's a gender flag. It is the transgender flag. Transylvania. I like how everyone else actually was trying to go with the bit. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh no, it's actually the trans flag. I'm boring. What can I say, guys? I'm boring. Why are there so many cute people there then? Because trans people are cute. Like so many people in this chat. Cis people are also very adorable. As long as they're not transphobic or homophobic. Or racist. Or any of those. All trans people I see tend to be nocturnal, surprisingly. I am cute? Yes. Not me? Yes, you. Yes, you too, June. How about non-binary people? Of course they are. Playing AA on Roblox right now? How do you play Ace Attorney on Roblox? NAF crossover with the case being missing children incident as a case. This now is everyone's problem. I mean, there is a bunch of fan games for Ace Attorney. Or if he's not cute, yes you are. Unless you don't want to be called cute. If you don't want to be called cute and you want to be called handsome, then you're handsome. If you want to be called a eldritch abomination with no worldly form, you're exactly that. I want to Google to add the non-binary flag. They really do need to add that. They need to add a lot of pride flags. There's a lot of them. And all of them vary in levels of looking tasty. You will get them eventually. We need to cook the estradiol, y'all. Have a trans pride ring. That's cool. We change a ma'am to assign marvelous at birth. A mab and an AFAB to assign fabulous at birth. I like the way you think. I think I've already asked all my questions, but Miss Oldbeck, this is a trial for murder.
I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a mask.
Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day of the question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. I just want titties I can sometimes remove. That would be convenient, wouldn't it? I'm planning to get non-binary ace and gay flags. Nice. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbeck, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings of the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Oh, or should I...
We'll be going down to the studios to get to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for cross-examination.
So, Nick, have you figured out who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been Old Windbag? What do you
think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off of Mr. Powers.
Poor Old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her.
She wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's go get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. What a day. Oh, hi, Bianca. I completely forgot you existed. Wow. Alright. Steel Samurai show? Oh, heck yes. Please. I will admit, I did make a joke in the title of this stream about Power Rangers, but still. Anyways, how have you been? I've been doing okay. The asteroid that killed the dinosaurs holds the record for the most birds killed with one step. Wait a fucking moment. I wasn't trying to be mean, I was just being honest. Don't worry, I'm not offended. I was just like, ow. Okay. I love Sephi. Of course you do. To be in a relationship. And Olive. Yeah. Yeah, just gloat about your multiple girlfriends already. Somebody in chat got offended, apparently. They're just being defensive, don't worry. I wish I had a GF. Sad face. Same. I recently asked the girl out. Didn't go so well. But it's fine. What's a GF? Good question. I wish I had a partner. God, we're all sad, aren't we? Y'all know how the fuck to get a girlfriend? I get a girlfriend. Look, if I knew the secret, I would probably have one already, wouldn't I?
This is no time for relaxing, Nick.
Laughs and arrow ace. Lucky you. I'm happy being alone and nocturnal. If I manage to get one, you can too. Hey, don't discredit yourself. You're amazing, Cross. Sorry that I do not call you Brian. That name just... Be cute. That's how I pulled Whitney.
Say, you think WP's got a chance?
This really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial.
The director and producer.
Yeah, them.
Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios.
Mia's favorite potted plant. My has been watering it so much lately, it looks a bit swollen. She's either trying to make it grow, or she's perfecting the her water torture technique. Poster for a movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scary still is the thought that I have to read all these now. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is full these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. Look at this badge! Hey, see this?
You really like showing that off, don't you, Nick? I wish I had my own samurai spear. You'd be my own personal pincushion, Nick.
Me?
Why me?
That was not fun. Sorry to hear that. I got ignored? You did not get ignored. I mentioned it. I'm sorry to hear that, June. Really.
Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier.
Oh, we got lucky, to tell the truth.
You can say that again.
Let's not.
So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going on the right direction?
Sorry, but no.
Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small.
Can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow.
Yes.
Was the director present during the morning run-through?
Yes, he was. He was directing how Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move.
Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet.
That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big.
I see.
Whose side is she on?
You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not.
No one's here.
Right now I have Miss Oldbag in custody. Guess I don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look. She left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. Look, it's that assistant girl.
Hey!
Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys.
Oh, don't mention it.
Is it true they caught the security lady?
Oh. Actually, she just... You heard about that. Too, huh?
Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain.
You mean that one? Wow, what a mess.
I'm not good at handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of the times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't.
Personally, I think she should worry about at least a little bit more.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation.
Bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Hey, Rosie Star. I played this game on my Wii? This was on the Wii? Huh? This game was only on the DS, 3DS, and now on the Nintendo Switch, PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. It never was on the Wii. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Must be the storage room.
This is where the steel samurai costume was on the day of the murder.
That's what Mr. Powers says. At least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping.
But, Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then.
She's got a point.
Hey, supermarket tabloids? Well, I'm kinda shocked.
Maya, leave those alone. Wolfmen found on Mars? I'll have to buy that issue. It's locked. I guess it hasn't opened this window much. It's kind of dusty outside. Edgeworth is so hot. Whatever floats your boat, like I said.
Past the expiration date.
Then don't eat them.
Oh, they're snacks. They're meant to be eaten.
Oh my lord, Maya. See, my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. I have an entire friend group of trans femmes. Fun fact, before becoming a YouTuber, I did not have many trans femme friends.
Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the promotion of today's trial.
So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down the path with the fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe
the director and the rest of them are there today? That's our chance, Nick. Let's go check it out.
Oh boy, time for my least favorite character if I'm right.
This is Studio 2?
I thought so.
Doesn't really look much like a studio, does it?
No, that it does not. And there's a trailer over there. Looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this
is a studio?
There's some flowers here.
Oh, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close, that fence looks dangerous. These look like materials for making a movie set.
They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. Nick, let's go inside.
You think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked.
Oh, shucks.
Bent spike? Yeah, for some reason he doesn't mention that here. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, they ate the T-bone steaks too.
What is with the steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for steak.
Why is the fence bent? Don't worry about it now. It will come in handy later.
But something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know. It just feels odd.
The fact there's no T-bone left? A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this.
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick?
Look at this badge. Incinerator. Apparently, they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Ah, an incinerator. Perfect for burning bodies. I mean, what?
I don't really want to be in here.
Yeah, it is a murder scene.
I want to go someplace else, Nick.
We've already looked everywhere around here.
So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today came through the drain?
So it seems. Guess they're trying to cover it. They covered it up in a hurry.
Hey, Nick. If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in.
Yeah, I think that was the idea.
I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you?
What do you want, to rip the grate off?
Really, Nick? We can?
Whoa, she's serious. Oh. Like, it's time for... Some things are made to be broken.
Yay, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes.
Sometimes?
Hi-ya! There. That should make the kids happy.
The things we do.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. Is it it's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You just see the old windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though.
I heard something at the trial today. They said the director and producer were there the day of the murder.
Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. Guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet.
So they were trying to protect the director?
More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster to keep them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer.
The producer, huh? So how are the studios doing?
There's police wandering everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder.
In those plates with steak bones left over on them in the employee area?
Yeah, can you believe it?
Fried chicken, right? I'm not crazy? No, you're not crazy. Okay, now I'm guessing we're gonna meet the character that I hate the most in this. This place is deserted.
What? Nick, what was that noise?
It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside.
Hello?
No answer.
Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick.
Huh? It's locked.
What? Don't we have a key?
No, but there's probably one in the guard station in the main gate.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it.
If they'll let us. What? WTF? Who are you dudes, Lamel? Oh, here he is. Somebody kill me.
Huh? We? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me.
Whatever, lemurs. How can you not know about the great salmonella? I make film credits.
Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You look so sorry.
No, quite alright, really. It's fine. RFL.
What is it?
You know, on closer inspection. Yeah. Hot. Hey, do you do cosplay? Cause that costume rock stars.
Rock sores? What? Hey, you're drooling!
Wait a second. How old is Sam? 32. How old is Maya? 17. Yeah, Gumshoe, I have a predator on the loose. Can you come catch him? Yeah, bring Edgeworth, or I'll kick his ass.
Lol. Buffer overrun. You've triggered my creative palette. Yeah, it's all coming over me. Pink Princess! The secret of the samurai. Pink Princess. Warrior of little old Tokyo. Raffle now.
That may be illegal in Japan, but it's extremely creepy. Yeah, sadly in Japan, the age of consent there is 15. Yeah, I don't want to get into shit like that on this on stream, but yeah. I thought they raised it. Did they? Then again, this game did come out in 2001. Buddy, that is the raised age. Ah! Yeah, I just learned. When this game came out, it was lower. It was lower than 15. I don't even want to mention what age that is. That is extremely fucked up. Pink Princess.
At least it gotta be little old Tokyo.
Japan, what the fuck? Sadly, I've been on the internet for so long that legit, I know there's a country that's worse than that, and I'm not even gonna mention what that country is. That is dystopian. Better not be 10 or something. Japan's isn't. Japan's isn't. Keyword Japan's isn't.
Why is it gotta be little old Tokyo? I could have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo.
Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Oh god, I don't want to talk to him more than I have to. Do you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder?
Oh, I know Jew dudes are. As courier lady told you about us, eh?
That's right.
It was pretty regular day.
Humanity was a mistake. You know it. It was probably around 12 or so originally. Damn, changing plans, getting into Australia or UK I'm moving to. Reasonable. Honestly, I do not recommend Australia, and UK is also kind of dangerous. Canada is probably your best bet. Canada ain't better for that stuff? Wait, what? Neither is Australia or the UK. Or are we talking safety? Safety. What about New Zealand? New Zealand's great. Wait, shit, I forgot the hell of Australia. Norway? Norway's also really good. Australia scares me, the bugs. The bugs are the least of your worries. It's the other wildlife there that is the worst. Fun fact, there is a species, the jellyfish. And the climate is generally comfortable. Also, trans rights there are pretty good too, for all of you fellow members of the Cotton Candy Squad. The current state of the US is not very comfortable for the trans community right now, sadly, but I'm not going to get into that because I always say this, no politics. Give hell for 10 years, yep. Hate the cities there. So you're saying move to Canada. I'm not saying move to Canada, I'm saying if you can move somewhere, either move to Canada, Norway, or Sweden.
It was a pretty regular day. We had a run through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch.
A T-bone steak, was it?
Yeah. I hate missing out on food.
I can tell.
Nick, what does sucksaurus mean?
No idea.
Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon until after 4 with a producer and some bigwigs from the network.
Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. He's telling the truth. That meeting gives him an alibi. Or the producer who was with you at the meeting.
Oh, you mean the Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills, all the way. Scary, though.
I call for removal of salmonella. From all premises. Yes, please. There's an egg that can kill you in 15 minutes in Australia. There's a spider there that can kill you in 15 seconds. They call him salmonella because he makes you stick to his stomach. Send him to Antarctica. Salmonella has been voted off the island. Blue ring octopus is scary, lol. Yeah.
She brought those the Thurios back from the brink of destruction. Save the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai.
Did you bite your tongue? You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right?
Yeah, we were together from noon to PM the whole time.
Who exactly are these big wigs people you keep mentioning?
The rest of all of the networks, some sponsors, also some possessions guys. We hauled to a limousine and got there right around noon. Major tension.
Were all of them with you the entire time?
Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers.
Sounds like they'd all be reliable. They'd all be reliable witnesses. Alright. Let's get out of here.
You again. How rude you acting like you've seen a ghost.
You've certainly got back to your post quickly.
Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet old lady, wear a giant suit like that?
Do you have permission to kill her with fire, Bianca? Do whatever you want. Turn him to ash, though it's probably not going to smell very good. Mr. Powers is pretty tall.
As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go.
Guess that would rule out her being the murderer.
Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or an insult. And you won't get any information on me. My lips are sealed.
You sure are talking a lot for someone who with sealed lips.
Starting now. 1, 2, 3.
This lady's too much. The director, the one who was here on the day of the murder.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Nick, I think she's losing it.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. Have you played Hollow Knight? I was playing it on stream for quite a bit, but I rage quitted so hard that I may or may not have it may or may not be the only game I ever streamed that I didn't stream the entirety of. I think I'll get back to it when I'm mentally ready. Arsenal, it's hard. Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 coming out June 5th. Play Elden Ring? No. But I do plan on the entirety of the month of June being dedicated to Deltarune. And if I finish Deltarune by the time that the month is over, then I don't know what else I'm doing on June. I can't really think of any Pride-related games. You know, maybe I should ask y'all for that. I could do a dating sim, but I don't really know about any dating sims that are... Celeste? No. No. I'm not doing that to myself. In Stars and Times? Pride game Celeste. I'm not doing that to myself. I saw what happened with Red. I saw what happened. I'm pretty sure Red almost punched the monitor for that.
Baldur's Gate 3. I feel like that's a little bit too long in Stars in Time. Attack Helicopter Dating Sim. Baldur's Gate 2 Shoes has a lesbian dating sim portion. I mean, I do have a plan B. Hades again. You know what would be so cool of the Hades development team? If they finished it on June. Please. Please, Hades development team. Come in clutch. Please. 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 Undertale, I've already streamed that thing twice. It's also a horror game, though. This may be a bad time, but are we returning to Hitman? Eventually, I'd like to return back to it. What's Hades? Go back and look through the playthrough I did of it a few months ago. I say a few months ago, it was only like 1 or 2. Wait, they might finish it on June? Oh, really?
Hey! Hey, wait!
I'll bet he came through the drain.
Hey, kiddo? Kiddo? What's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you are a kid.
What does blood taste funky? It's the iron. That's still a few, I guess. Chat, should I crash straight pride this year? No! Purely because I feel like you could get not only in trouble, but you could also get killed. And I'd rather not have one of my chatters die. Let alone one of my mods. Let alone somebody I consider a friend. Can confirm, I tasted Iron Dust before. Frostpunk in June?
That's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked.
Gotta hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad.
I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddo again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer.
What's straight pride? It's unfortunately a thing that some straight homophobic and transphobic people do on Pride Month to diminish the point. Transphobic bar owner doing a straight pride during the 2 days before my birthday. Yeah, that sucks. Like I said, though it may seem like a good idea, that also could get you killed. Or worse. So I wouldn't recommend it. Calling it Hetero Awesome Fest. Ugh. Are they okay? Are they ever okay? Alright. I think I'm going to end stream here for tonight. It is getting fairly late. Tomorrow, I think we'll be finishing up Turnabout Samurai. And maybe starting Turnabout... I think it's called Turnabout Memories. So yeah. But alright. Alright. I'll see y'all later. Have a good night, everyone.